how do you recognize talent? I mean, you must have some sort of insights or methods or different ways of thinking about it that help you do that.
Well, first, it depends. There's different kinds of talent. Um, there's raw intelligence, there's persistence, there's creativity, and various kinds of dimensions to it, right? And then if you were recruiting for like a sports team or the military, you'd need their speed, their strength, their 40-yard dash time, their bench press, NFL combine type stuff, right? So if you had, in theory, like a data set which had, their NFL combine, their standardized tests, their classwork and so on and so forth, their resume, all that stuff, right? That's helpful, but I think the single best thing is basically just looking at their portfolio and what they've actually done, because that's like the materialized result, and your brain is probably pretty well tuned for this. If you can load their portfolio and you're like, not bad, right? It could be a great open source project. It could be like a great piece of design. It could be a creative blog post. It could even be just a really clever tweet or something. You can sort of see from somebody's high point how clever they are in some area. And then from references, you can see how persistent they are. And so the first order, intelligence plus conscientiousness, those are important. And the third is like ethics and integrity and whatnot. And that's also something that you can pull from references. And, in many ways, actually, to first order, your Twitter is your character. If your GitHub is your resume, your Twitter is your character. Like, I'm not saying 100%, and everybody, slips up from time to time. But if you've got somebody who's constantly starting fights with other people on Twitter, and I mean first strike, by the way, defending yourself is different, right? But first strike is different than self-defense. Or if they're constantly cursing, or they're always angry at people, blah blah. That's somebody who will probably bring that into the work environment. Whereas somebody who is not like that is, often better, or at least can keep it under control. And again, I'm talking a percentage. Obviously, everybody gets mad from time to time. Sometimes you might get in a fight, whatever, but it's a percentage, And so those three things, I'd say, their ability / intelligence is manifested by their best thing. Their persistence is manifested by or measured by, reference checks and what they've done over time, and then their integrity and ethics. And those, I think, are the three things I'd look